Start.
For my Efmp, I would like to be doing a mental health inspired music video for the Samaritans and Mind charities. For my idea, I have decided to create a mental health music video about how you may not know your loved ones could be struggling, to build awareness and to get people to check up on their friends and family. The charities Samaritans and Mind support people who are struggling with mental health and suicidal awareness. I aim to focus on these charities to target my audience and gain views to spread as much awareness as possible to show people they are not alone and can either talk to someone or speak to the Samaritans and Mind charities for support. My idea is going to be about how a character struggles with talking about their struggles and what they are going through. They overthink about their past relationship with their ex-boyfriend and feel lost and trapped without talking to someone about this. They fear no one will understand. A friend messages, they realise life can be more than just their four walls. The song The More Thee, The Love of My Life by Billie Eilish from her album Hit Me Hard is about how she tells her ex within this song that they were the love of her life. And from Billie's perspective, she ironically confesses within the song it was a lie. He wasn't. She felt trapped and her own mind played games on her. The second half of her song shifts to an upbeat track with the lyrics starting over now, which implies the expression of relief and mockery towards the ex, focusing on reclaiming her power and her self-worth after emotional exhaustion of the toxic breakup she once endured. I want to focus this within my own music video of how she will see a young girl who once loved a boy. They broke up and she misses him. She remembers only the good memories of them at the start, and when she is out in public she sees things that remind her of him, like flowers and their favourite food that they used to eat together. She struggles with her emotions and they build up over time in silence while she appears okay, but in reality she is excluding herself from the world, small talking and trying not to talk about what happened. Her closest friend texts her. This is when the second half of the song switches to the upbeat track. I want to capture a range of different shots. This is the song I'll be doing and this is my mood board. It includes how I want to film and the mood I want to create. The different shots I would like to do is first beginning shot of the bus stop where she sees her ex. And then this is where all the thoughts start. And then I'd like to do the girl lip syncing in the TV studio, neon lighting, as this is one of the respondents' thing for my survey, because I did a survey for my target audience and then I asked one of the questions what they'd like to see in my video. And a range of different shots with the best friend at the beach, making memories, looking happy and seeing a sunset as a nice picture for the scenery. Another bench scene, the two best friends. The best friend says, "I'm always here for you," and they zoom out of the back of the girls facing the sunset. And a link comes up of the Samaritans and Mind charities. And I'd also like to use the ghosting technique when seeing memories of the boyfriend, and also when there could be bad and good sides of the girl, so she'll be sitting in the middle and then her mind is like when it switches to bad and good thoughts, and it'd be like her talking to herself. Billie's main genre of music is pop and her target audience is young adults. I researched into her demographic from YouGov.com and found her audience is 70% female and 30% male. That is my secondary research, which is a huge comparison when compared. Furthermore, her audience is aged 34 or younger, making her audience young adults. To make sure this was correct, I did my own survey. I found 14 out of 19 of my respondents were between the ages of 18 to 24, and more women, 12 to 19, responded to the survey I produced, showing women are more interested in girly-themed music videos than men. And finally, I asked the question about what genre of music do respondents prefer, and are more interested in. It was pop, making my target audience 18 to 24-year-olds young adults, mostly women and pop interested, which links back and concludes to Billie's own target audience and demographic. And then for my equipment, I'll be using the R10, the gimbal, the tripod, and the zoom and the boom mic to film all my shots that I previously said. Thank you for listening.
What about distribution and feedback? What do you intend to do in terms of presentation and
what's your presentation? Where are you screening it? Who to? When?
I didn't know we had to do that.
Yeah, it's part
It's
of.
in the brief.
Is it?
Yeah.
What was the question again?
So in the brief, you're asked to present your work somehow.
Yeah.
So some people are doing a screening event.
Yeah.
So some of them are getting together and doing like a screening in the TV studio and inviting target audience in.
Okay.
Some people are doing like a screening at home and inviting the target audience to their home. Some are doing online viewing parties where they then do like Q&A afterwards.
Yeah, so I'll probably do one in the TV studio, or I'll probably do one like on Teams, online, speaking to people, maybe to get a bigger audience. So then instead of them coming in, I'll speak to them through that.
Okay, so we'll just need to think about that. And
Yeah,
then,
of course. Yeah, I'll research more into that and think more.
Decide what to do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Can you just talk me through the link with the charities and how that's working and so it's a music video, so it's not a promotional film.
No, it's not a promotional film. I'm doing a music video about how a girl breaks up with her ex and she feels really vulnerable, and she gets into this sort of like her own four walls of her bedroom, and she just overthinks all the time, and she kind of goes through a bit of depression. And I want to show that, and I'll research more into how to show that with my target audience and how it's gonna differ with that.
So it's probably more topic research, isn't it? It's
Yes.
You're looking at mental health as
Yeah.
a side theme. It's more of a theme, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
not
I
that you're
realised that
linking
when I
it.
was doing it, yeah.
So you're not putting anything. You're not putting a link to the Samaritans or anything like that in the music video.
I am at the end, when it's going to be at the beach. It's going to be like the sunset zooming out, and it's going to be like talk to someone you know that you trust, or like linking it to the Samaritans, or you can so they can support. If you get what I mean?
Okay.
Because I was thinking about doing a promotional video, but then I really enjoyed doing a music video from last year, so I kind of want to incorporate into that.
Okay. So I completely get your storyline and that sort of thing. I guess so I know you want to use a ghosting technique.
Yeah.
So you talked about that.
Yeah.
And you showed a mood board, but I still don't I haven't got a clear idea of what visual styles you're trying to achieve. So can you give me some examples of music videos you might have watched that you're trying to emulate a bit, or the kind of colours? You talked about the overlay, or in here you talked about the overlay sequence that was in Barbie. So are you going for that sort of the colours from Barbie and that very pink and bright aesthetic?
So at the start, it's more of a slow track. So Billy talks about how she was so overwhelmed by the relationship, how she misses her ex. So it's really more like a sad kind of colours and stuff. That's why in the TV studio, I'm planning to do lip singing and lip syncing, whatever it's called. And then it will be in like blue lighting to create that theme and that emotion. And then it changes to an upbeat track, so I'm doing more of a happy, like with the sunsets and stuff, if that makes sense.
Okay. Right.
So what I think you need to also look at, because of your target audience, is maybe not mind but young minds, because that's a younger charity.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That might have some. They have some nice videos on there analyse, but also it fits in with your target audience. Yeah, if that's sort of the route you're going to go in terms of doing a bit of research about obviously mental health in like this age group, that's probably the charity you want to have a look at. So I like the link into that and about mental health. Obviously, you know, there's certain things that you can think about and look at. And obviously, we looked at the NCFC one last year in terms of how they create that feeling within.
I did research on that.
There's another one that's really good, which I'll send you a link to, which is Brighton and Hove.
Okay.
And their one is really clever as well. And it's another one about thinking, you know, checking in on your mate. So it might be, it's about obviously men, but it might be something just to look at to give you some influence and inspiration because again, it's clever in terms of, you know, if you're thinking about obviously alluding to these things, it's how you do it, okay, and how you use those visual techniques. So I think obviously you've got sort of, you know, you did your target audience right. I think you linked it to Billie Eilish's target audience, which is good. And I think obviously in that exploration and the use of your survey, it reinforced what you were saying. So good genre of pop, but also look at young minds demographic as well. So you can link that in because that I think would work for you. And then also, you know, it's just thinking about what I liked about your survey is the fact that you asked the questions about what you'd like to see in the video, which was good. Did you ask any questions about mental health in the video?
Yes, I asked one question about how do you struggle about mental health?
Yeah.
And I think I think it was more of a hard topic to ask. Or reply to. I don't think many people wanted to talk about it. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, it's just something to obviously think about how the representations of that. Think about representation and think about how you can represent that in a way. And it could be that you do it stylistically, you know, like the ghosting effect would work, you know, but also, you know, there's a few people have done that in the past. They've also used colour, sort of, you know, looking at colour theory, because colour theory would be quite good for you in terms of emotion and, you know, what you're visualising within your music video might really work for you in that regard. So with your proposal, what I would suggest you do is you cover most of your idea, but you need to make sure that you've got a section about distribution and feedback. So where do you tend to screen it and what times do you intend to roll it out, etc. And maybe, you know, suggest, like Cara said, some sort of music video styles that you are influenced by, just to reinforce that visual techniques section. I would say. All right.
So who's going to be in your video? Who are your contributors?
So I have an actor, Ella, from our short film. She's going to be in it, and I've also got my best friend from Sheringham. She's going to be in it as the best friend. And then I'm trying to find a boy actor at the moment, so it's either going to be Ella's boyfriend, or she said that she has messaged a couple of her other friends to try be in it as well.
Okay, and where are you filming?
Filming in Tavern, Sheringham, and just like in Norwich basically. So there's going to be a lot of places to film.
So what are your locations? Where are you actually filming? Like
location wise?
Yeah, what are we talking like cafes?
So Tavor's going to be like bus stops, cafes. It's going to be at my house as well. We're going to the beach.
She had a list.
There's a list.
There was a list. She had a list on her page.
I've written down like different ideas, like in more detail on the proposal, I think. So
she had it on the slide.
Did she? Sorry, I didn't see that.
No, sorry, don't worry.
Typing. Okay, cool.
Well done.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you.